Hey everybody, in today's video I'm going to show you some updates on the Bulldozer. I'm getting the engine done, getting it slightly detailed, maybe even painted. So make sure you stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back to the bench. So like I said, I'm working on the Bulldozer and Lowboy trailer combination. And right off the bat, I want to give a big thank you to Sunward Hobbies in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, for supplying me this kit to build. And it's going to be a fun one, that's for sure. Not quite sure exactly what's going to happen with either one of them. I've got an idea for the trailer. I could put the Bulldozer on it. Maybe I'll just use the Bulldozer as a standalone model. But I don't know. We'll see what goes on. But yeah, go check out Sunward Hobbies. They are online. I'll put the link for them down in the description. They offer free shipping in Canada and US on orders over $60 Canadian before taxes. They ship fast. They're just great to deal with. I mean, I've never had a problem with them yet. So yeah, go check them out. If you're in the Toronto area, go to their store. And if not, hey, check them out online. I'll put the link down in the description for you. So with that, yeah, this is what I'm working on. This was, like I said, supplied by them. I'll show you a picture or something of the box, but it's the Construction Bulldozer and Lowboy Trailer Combination by AMT. And I'll put a link for that down in the description as well. You can go check that out for yourself. But anyways, yeah, it's a very simplified kit. I mean, it's got some good detail, but at the same time, it is a very simplified kit. So far, I'm working on like the turbo and stuff right now, and didn't quite like the way this was. This was like hollow, as you can see here. I'll show you. Zoom in for you. So right there, you can see how it's hollow, right? And so I'm filling that in because, yeah, it's ugly. And it's supposed to sit right here. And, well, one, I don't like the way that sits, so I'm going to make a bit of a flange for it and make it look a little better. I'll probably trim this piece back a little bit right here so it sits a little straighter up and down. I put this piece of styrene rod in here, and I'll just take my file and shape the pipe a little better. And then once I got this one trimmed down a bit, I will fill that one as well. And then on here, I'm going to make probably shave this piece down a little bit and make it so it actually mounts on the intake manifold properly because it's coming from the turbo, right, and in. So yeah, this is your exhaust going out. I put some detail bolts and filled in the back sides of these turbos. Come on, focus. It doesn't know what to focus on. There we go. As you can see, I put bolts on there, you know, and bolts on the bottom flange. I had to build it up just a little bit, you know, so it fits a little nicer. Now they have notches in the top as well. Like you can see here on this side, there's some notches. I got to fill those ones too. There's another one there, but they had 4 notches that I had to fill in and sand them. Zoom out just a little bit for you. There we go. The fuel injection pump, all it is kind of like, you know, the injection line fittings, and that's it. Well, there's a tiny little nipple on the tops of them all, and I cut them off, and then I drilled holes in them. You can see the holes down there, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some wire. This is just some craft wire from the dollar store. So that, I'll put them in here, like so. If I can do this with the camera. I can't do it with the camera. Right there. So kind of like that. And what they do is they come up over top of the water cooling pipe, right? And then there's the two valve covers that sit on top. Right? One there and one on the other side. They sit like that, and it has this gap in the center, so they come out of the fuel injection pump, and all the lines come up in between the valve covers. And then it's hard to see, but I drilled tiny little holes right here. Come on, focus. Let's see, focus this way better. There you go. Tiny little holes. That's where the fuel injection lines go in. I've got them all the way along. All right. And I'll put some fittings on there. And yeah, all the lines will come across the center and then over and down into the pump. And that's the way it is on the real one. And yeah, I put bolts all over the place because, like I said, it was very simplified. This camera just does not want to focus today. But anyways, there's that. Put some bolt heads across the top here. A lot of these you won't see. Drilled two holes in the bottom of the hydraulic pump. So I'll run those later on. Yeah, put some bolts up top here because this is supposed to be a two-piece. So I'm going to scribe a line down the center of this all the way around. So it looks like it's two pieces bolted together. So that's where I'm at right now. And yeah, I've got a few more parts and things that I'm going to put on. I still got a bunch of pulleys and other little pieces. Now with this kit, you really need to pay attention because it's got numbers for the parts on the instructions, but the trees do not have numbers on them. So you're kind of guessing and looking. Really pay attention to what you're looking for anyways. So that's the tip on this so far. And this is what I've got done so far. So when I get more, I'll come back and I'll show you. And depending on how far we get, I'm hoping to get this primed today. So I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, guys. So I've spent a bunch more time on this. And, well, as you can see, I've got the air cleaner and stuff on. Alternator and pulleys. Even made a bracket for the alternator. I've got the water bypass tube on and did some work on that. I built a pulley at the back for the water pump. Yeah, so that the pulley wasn't just floating there. Got the valve covers on. And I went and put the lines on. The fuel injection lines. So, as you can see, they run up. Not perfect, but hey, you know, this engine's been worked on a whole bunch of times. Yeah, they get bent out of factory shape, right? So they come up and they go across and in between. As you can see, they're down on the ends here. You can see them back in there, a couple there. So yeah, I'm gonna go prime this, and then I'm gonna put some color on it. Okay, and well, I actually went out and picked some up. Old Caterpillar Yellow. Now, the color they send it in isn't too bad, but it definitely is lighter, right? So, yeah, it's from Rust Check. I just went to the local auto parts store, and they actually had it there. So it's a rust paint. It's gonna have to use very light coats so it doesn't react with the plastic too much, because this is a solvent-based paint, right? So it's going to get very aggressive with the plastic very quickly. So hopefully the primer will protect it. And yeah, we'll put this color on. And as you see, I've got a bunch of other things put together. You know, and a lot of this is all going to be that same color, and then detail paint a bunch of stuff. You know, this is one piece, but I got to clean this one up. I do have the rear gearbox to go in. That'll go in the chassis. The hood is cleaned up and ready to go. And the radiator, well, there's what the radiator looks like. Well, radiator grill guard. But I'm going to bend some of these up, and when I paint that, then I'm going to put this on, this wire mesh. And it's a steel mesh, so I'm going to have to super glue that on, like that. And then once you put the radiator in, wherever it's hiding, I have no idea where it is. Oh, wait, I glued it in. Never mind. But anyways, this has to go in, but this will go down like that. And the fan is actually on this side of the guard. So this will have to get slid in later, but that'll be in there. I've also got a bit of the chassis done. All right, and there's the radiator right there. So this here actually gets glued on to the front like so. So there's lots of room, right? And then once the engine is in, this has to slide down inside and it'll sit like that. Now, kind of odd. I don't know what I'm going to do with these notches. I'm not sure what they're for. Maybe there's something later on in the instructions, but the hood itself will sit up there like that. So, but yeah, I got this, so I can do some more work on that, and you'll see the radiator behind it. So when this is painted, you know, orange, and it's got the black, this here will be silver with black wash, you know, so you'll see that nicely behind there, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to go get some primer on this. I'm going to get color on this, and when I come back, I'll close out the video for you. So if you're liking this so far, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for me. Give me a follow on my Instagram and my Facebook group. Links will be down in the description. If you feel that you want to help out the channel in any way, I do have a PayPal Me link down there, so hit that up if you want. Otherwise, everything else is free. Go check it out. Hit that subscribe. And while you're waiting for me to paint this, maybe go check out Sunward. Link down in the description. I'll see you in a few minutes. Hey everybody. Okay, I'm back. So, I've got the engine painted. As you can see, it is definitely a different color. Now, the model is fairly close to the color. So if you wanted to build it out of the box and leave it the color it is, it's not too bad. You can do it with the color that it is. It will work, but if you're going for a little more accurate, you do want to spray it with the Caterpillar yellow. Before I get to the engine, it's hard to see, but I am starting to do the damage on the grill, you know, and again, that'll be behind the steel mesh. So some of it's going to get seen. You will see it a little bit, but not a whole lot either, unless you're looking fairly close. So that's that. Started mocking up some of the stuff for the cab area and the controls and things like that, and the dash, you know. I'm going to dechrome some of it, and yeah, that'll be good to go. But here, let me show you the engine. So it is shiny. It's going to get dulled down once I start doing some painting on it. Like I said, I'm going to rust up the exhaust manifold side, put some flat black and stuff on the belts, or the rubber black, and you know, paint up the starter, and paint up some of the filters. I am going to weather it a bit, and also probably pick out a few things, like maybe paint one line silver, one of the fuel injection lines. Maybe they replaced it at one time, you know, make some oil runs and streaks and stuff in there. Try to dull it down. Of course, use a black wash and the pin wash or whatever to get, you know, some shadows in there. And yeah, so that's the way it's looking right now. Not too bad. Didn't get enough paint back here, but again, this is going to be underneath the floorboard, as you can see here. And there is, oh, it's holding up the front, so you can't see it, but it's holding up the front piece right here. There's a piece here, that's the main gearbox that goes on the back, but it's underneath as well. And this whole thing will get painted. I'm not quite sure if I want to paint the whole thing a cat yellow, or maybe make it my own freaking color. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Should I keep it as a cat yellow, or should I go crazy with it. Maybe paint it a company color. So yeah, that's the way it is. Again, thanks to Sunward Hobbies for sending me this kit. Again, go check your link out down below. And yeah, I'm going to leave you with that. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Let me know what you guys think of this, and we'll go from there. So when you're building stuff, just do it your way. Until next time, later.